Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here with me today. My name is Tracy Wagner with Versatile Inspirations, and today we're going to be talking about manifesting with your causal chakra. So let's get started. Okay. Why does this keep doing it? And there we go. Yay! All right. And it is part of your transpersonal energy system. And to explain that a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and kind of run through the chakra system and what it's all about. So just bear with me a moment and we will try and get through this first part really quickly because you probably already know about the chakra system, but you may not know about the transpersonal energy system. So let's begin. The original 7 chakras you're probably already aware of, work with, and you probably know them backwards and forwards. Starting at the top, there's the crown. The next one is the third eye, which is right in the middle of the brow. The throat chakra, heart, which is right in the center of the chest, perfectly situated between heaven and earth. The solar plexus is the next one down. It's around the navel area, just above the navel area. And the sacral, which is about 2 to 3 inches lower than that. And then the root or base, which is at the base of the spine. So those are the original 7 chakras. Next are the newer chakras. These are chakras that have been being seen by light workers and energy workers, by earth angels, people that work with energy at all, including Reiki, Reiki masters, Reiki teachers, even if you just have dabbled with Reiki, any kind of energy healing. Even if you do massage or something where you lay your hands on someone, that is probably you're able to see or at least envision the hands and feet chakra. You probably see those quite readily by doing that. But other chakras have come into play as well. There are ear chakras. Those ear chakras are what give you the clairaudience or hearing the divine communication, like audibly, not in your head, not visually, but audibly, where you go, did somebody just call my name? Things like that. That is where those ear chakras come in. The soul self. Now, a lot of people, even before now, can see that spark. And when you have someone say, oh, you've got such a spark inside, you are so sparkly. That is your soul self. That is your connection to your divine spirit. It is tethered to your spirit self, and it is eternal. It is your true self. Now, the thymus, a lot of people, it's funny, I put the heart there too, even though it's not a new chakra necessarily, but the new idea of the heart is that it is green. Some people would say, oh, it's green or it's pink or it's white. But actually, when you confuse the two, there's a reason why why you see that pink color, and it could be that your thymus chakra is more active at the time. What it does is it monitors your energy flow and heals the body's energy. It removes pollutants, toxins, things that are kind of not good for your body. That's kind of its job. It actually, when your thymus was first created, it was for when you're younger in your formative years. What it did was it produced T cells and helps your body's immune system. And so that's what that thymus does. But it's still, nowadays, people see it, people used to think that it would shrink up and not really be as active. But now we're noticing that thymus is actually, the actual organ thymus is actually very active still. They're again removing the pollutants and just being active for cleansing that energetic body as well. So then you have the heart chakra, which is right underneath the thymus, and that's that green color. It is the clairsentience section or part of your energetic body. It's where you get that clairsentient. It's also part of love and forgiveness. You'll find that in your heart chakra as well. Now, also write down in between your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, there is another chakra called the hara, or the navel. It helps in absorption of food and supports your metabolism in this new age. Now that ascension is, and just the learning capabilities of spirit is becoming more and more, we're noticing that navel chakra is being seen by more and more people because it has a bigger job to do. Our bodies are different, our energies are different, and so it's needing a little bit more support. So that navel chakra is becoming more seen. You can see it a lot better. And there, again, like I said before, hands and feet. The hands are more forgiving and receiving of energy, and your feet are grounding to the physical plane or the physical realm. So it's easier to stay physical in this and manifested in this area, in this physical place. So now the transpersonal chakras are the new kids on the block. They are the newest chakras. They've been seen since the 70s by people that really are connected with the divine, or connected with advancement and growth and learning on a spiritual level, because they're the higher chakras. And these are what connect us with the divine and connect us with those energies of the earth. And it's nice to have them and to be able to see them and work with them, because they're like gateways or doorways or realms of their own. And they help you to, like we're talking about today, if you have a specific place to go to, if you know there's a space where you can put all of your hopes, dreams, wishes, and desires, which is your causal chakra, if you know you can put that there, it makes things maybe a little bit easier, or it makes more sense to you, instead of just saying, well, I just sent it out into the universe and there you go. Well, you're sending it into the universe, but you're actually placing it in a space where the universe can absorb it, and your true wishes can be known. So, talking about the transpersonal chakras, starting at the top, the stellar gateway. This is your gateway or your entry point, the realm of the cosmos, the divine spirit. Your soul star actually holds the Akashic records. Your Akashic records are stored here, and the higher consciousness is in this area. The causal chakra, which we will be talking about today, is actually an interesting chakra, and it's actually during the times of Lemurian, Atlantis, and even the earlier parts of the Egyptians, and just that whole ancient time frame, a lot of people would have elongated skulls. Now, the causal chakra was inside of that structure, that head structure, and in some people it's still there, but in some people it's right outside the skull area, and but it's still, and it's to the back. It's not in a straight line like the others. It's actually just a little bit further back between the crown chakra and the soul star. I put the soul self also in the transpersonal chakras because it's worked with the transpersonal areas. You're always connected with the divine, and so by using that, even with just these transpersonal chakras, you're able to have your energetic body be part of it as well, your physical energetic body. And down below the feet, about 3 to 6 inches inside the Earth's crust, is the Earth Star. And it's what helps ground us to this earthly plane. It connects also with your feet chakras. It's actually once you ground down into the earth, it's very quickly absorbed down further into the Earth's core, into the Earth's crust for transmutation of certain energies. So those are the transpersonal chakras. Now, all of them together equal your transpersonal energy system. It looks complicated, but honestly, because you're already probably working with the original 7, you're actually not even, you're already way ahead of the game, because all you have to do is put a cord all the way through, and it's very simple to do. It's not something you need to really think about. Once you learn about it, it just happens. All right. Now, the causal chakra, just a little bit of information on the causal chakra. It, like I said before, it used to be located within the ancient elongated head shape. So with the elongated head shape, it was more elongated towards the back and up. And so it was located to the back and up from the crown chakra. In some people, they still have it fully within their head shape right now, or just partially inside, depending on your head shape. Others, it's 2 to 4 inches above and to the back of the head. It's the first filter to the divine. So the first filter to the divine, actually what it does is it takes out that ego complex. It takes out any egotistical or lower vibration thoughts and images and things like that, so that it's easier for the divine to absorb what you're actually wanting, what you're actually trying to communicate, and vice versa. When communication comes from the divine and it hits the causal chakra, it's the last filter. So it's the last filter to be able to make things understandable to you. It's just like speaking a different language. It's if you had a filter that if you were trying to speak to someone, if you had a filter that when you would say something, it would translate, it would be so much easier. And vice versa. If somebody was speaking with you and there's a filter in between and it would translate, it would be easier to understand. And the most important is it's the manifestation center. It is where manifestation happens. It's also, and I didn't put that in there, but I should have, it is the first plane of consciousness, of just everybody's consciousness. So you can speak on a kind of a telepathic level at that point. You're able to tap into the universal consciousness in wonderful ways. But we are going to be talking about the manifestation center of the causal chakra. So your causal chakra is where dreams, wishes, hopes, anything that you can think of that you want, need, desire, or wish for manifests. When you place that image within that causal chakra, what happens is it's easier to be absorbed. It's easier for the universe to go, this is what she wants. When it's in your causal chakra, it's for your highest and best good. The ego is taken out, and so it is all what is your divine birthright. It's what you need right now. It's going to be there for you quick as a wink. How to not manifest with your causal chakra. What happens a lot of times is when we think of things, our ego's in the way. Oh, I want that car, even though I have a car that runs and it works just fine. I want that car because that car has more gizmos and gadgets. Well, that's kind of wanting something for maybe not a very good reason. Now, if there was a reason, like I just had a baby and there's more safety features on that car, totally different. That is a higher level of thinking, of wanting, of wishing, and needing. But when we have the ego, it seems like we have all these ideas and they're just chaotic and there's no rhyme or reason. And sometimes we'll just go about and we'll go shopping someday, or we'll just go store browsing and we'll see things and we'll be like, oh, it would be nice to have that. And it's more of like the lady with all the thought bubbles. It's just a thought. It's just a thing. It's just something else to, maybe someday I'd like to have it. But where we get specific and we are able to manifest is when we're able to sit and think and take out all of those ideas, focus on one thing at a time, be able to just really get the image in HD, in 3D, in just beautiful technicolor. See it, feel it, touch it, hear it in such beautiful and perfect vision, being able to almost like you could step into it, like the best dream you've had, the most realistic dream you've had. Take that image and what you saw and what you heard and how you felt, all of those emotions and all of those senses, put them into the vision that you would like to have, like manifest, what you would like to have brought into this, into your being, into your world, and then place that image within your causal chakra. Remember, it's to the back of the head a little bit, 2 to 4 inches up from the crown chakra and to the back. It could be right around that chakra area of the crown. It may be that you have your crown chakra and it's just directly behind it. What you'll want to do to find that area is just, you can either place your hand and then see where that energy feels a little bit denser. If you're sensitive with your hands and you're able to feel energy, if you feel that causal chakra around that area, not too high, because then it'll start getting into your soul star and you'll know it's a little bit different because it won't necessarily go into that chakra. It will, it just won't do anything. But when you feel that area, or just place your intention, know and just intend that that causal chakra is there. Place that image within that causal chakra, just like just like if you had a thought bubble right above your head. Just slip that thought in your mind's eye, slip that image, that beautiful, perfect, technicolor 3D HD image right into the causal chakra. Now, when that happens, you are placing it in an egoless state. You're placing it in the first filter to the divine. And when you do that, because it has universal consciousness within it, you're putting it out into the universe. You're putting it actually out into the universe in a way that can be easily absorbed and can be easily attained and manifested, because you've already declared that this is what you want, this is what you need. And when it slips easily into that causal chakra, when it is absorbed into that causal chakra, you know it's for your highest good. And after that, you just let go of any idea of ego, of how it needs to get to you, how it needs to manifest, why and when and where it needs to manifest. Let go of all of those boxes of what you think in an ego way or a material way. Let go of that, because the universe works in mysterious ways and you will get that. You may have to go through some steps, and that's okay. But the manifestation process will be working in your benefit. It works for your highest good. It works easily and effortlessly. Just a quick story about manifesting, and it's just the most recent thing that happened to me, and it's just so funny because there's no way that just the way that it happened. And here's the story. Back in December, right before Christmas, I was talking with my husband. We were actually out shopping, and we walked by a vehicle that had those little solar wobble toys on the dashboard. It was a flower, and it was just so cute, and it was moving, but my husband will not let me have one of those in the car. He's like, no way. As we were walking further, there was one that was from Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a little Groot, and he was just sitting there just rocking out. And my husband said, you can have one of those, and when you find one of those, you can get that one and you can put it in the car. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. So I set out trying to find one. There were two different kinds, and I wasn't really sure which one I wanted. So Christmas went by, and we're getting into January, and I still hadn't really decided. And then one day I realized one of them actually had music associated to it. The other one did not. My husband would hate the one that had the music to it, but would be okay with the one that did not have the music associated with it because it was always on. So I decided I'm going to get the one that didn't have the music. As soon as I made that declaration, I hadn't had time to order it because I was busy that next week. But what did I get in the mail? From someone I never even expected to get anything from. She lives far away, and I haven't seen her in years, and we don't talk all the time. But here's this package from her, and what was inside? But this little Groot wobble toy for the car that was the exact one that I had known I was going to get. It was the one without sound. How in the world did that just come? And so manifesting can be that easy. It can be that quick. And all you need to do is be crystal clear on what it is that you want. Literally, seriously. And it manifests like that. And I just want to leave you with that because it was a lot of things that happen in my life happen in that way. It happens so quick, and it happens without giving much thought, because what happens is when you're crystal clear and it's for your highest good, it's just something that is something that you want, and it's not going to be detrimental to you or your health or your spiritual growth. It's going to happen. So hold on one second. Let me stop the share. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed that about your manifesting with your causal chakra. I'd love to hear from you. So feel free to send me an email at Tracy, Tracy, at versatilinspirations.com, or visit me on the web and send me one through my website at www.versatilinspirations.com or www.tracyunawagner.com. And you can see those down below on the YouTube video, or you can see it on my website. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And as always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.